Bits.
Hello there, Albie-Wan Kenobi here, playing some more Quizmonauts along with Mr. I'm Dave Angel.
Hello, everybody.
We have Sean Raven.
Hello.
And we have Shell.
Hello again.
Hello again. This week we're going to do a slightly different round. We'll see how it goes, and if this round is really shit, we'll go back to like just normal quizzing. But we've got fake or true. So real or fake, basically.
Right.
I'm going to read out an article from the news, and you've got to tell me if it's real or if it's fake.
Okie dokie.
But it might be a bit shit as a buzz around, but like I say, it's basically the first person to buzz in. So obviously if you just buzz in before I even ask the question and say fake, then the other person that buzzes in after you gets the correct answer.
They get a freebie. They get a freebie, yeah.
We do need those actually, yes, sorry. Please apologies. Like I said, I am so blaming unprepared for this evening. I just don't know what's going on.
We had a late tea.
We had a late tea and I'm sort of a bit of kerfuffled, so I'm going to plug headphones in. Otherwise we'll be feeding back. Feeding.
We just did that.
That's what we did that, yeah. So
Feed.
yeah. Right. Okay, so where's the other end of it? Where's the sticky end?
What?
Excuse
The end
me.
that goes in the actual...
Hole. Here's the thingy.
Sticky.
No, that's the
sticky
thing.
end that goes in the
That's
hole.
the other end of that we need. It'll be around here somewhere.
Oh, it's...
You're sat on it.
I'm-
Okay.
I was looking
You're
after
not supposed
it.
to plug it in there.
I was looking after it.
Oh,
No,
goodness.
it just keeps falling out. I think
Keeping
you need
it
some sort
warm,
of adapter.
Just keeping it warm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keeping it safe.
yeah. Keeping it safe and warm. And you haven't got your headphones on. I just thought I'd remind you of that. Well, professional start, professional. Are we ready?
To us.
Oh, that was loud.
Nearly.
Are we ready?
Steady.
Yeah.
Okay. Man falls asleep on the London Underground, ends up in Scotland. Hang on, I'm going to go to full screen on the thing because that's not updating on the OBS properly. Shell.
Fake.
Fake is correct answer.
Can't get to Scotland.
I mean, you can eventually. Just you have to
Probably
change
best
trains a
not
few
to.
times. You have to change trains a few times. Sleepwalking across the platforms, you know.
Yeah.
Or you drug them and then take them from train to train.
Yes, yeah.
All the effort.
Yeah. Right, next one. Dirty pictures donated to charity shops sparks campaign to reunite them with owner. Shell
True.
is correct. I haven't actually got my scorecard here. Shit. I really am properly unprepared for this. I'm gonna
Oh
sit down
my
for-
God! What is wrong with you today?
You're rushing me. You're rushing me.
No, I'm Polish. Where is your scorecard?
It's over on top there. Don't worry, I'll get it in a minute. I'll get it in the next round. I'm going to do it on the older phone.
Not the new one.
No, not the new one. Right, so 2 points to Shell so far. Resetting buzzers. Damn it, these cards are really thick and they stick together. No, I saw that reaction. Jesus Christ.
When you say stick together, is it just a bit of static or is it more kind of like a cheese toasty?
Shell's indicating it's more like a cheese toasty, but she's incorrect as well.
That was brilliant.
Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord is what I'm going to say to that. Are we ready for the next one? Fingers on buzzers. Amateur paraglider accidentally flies to France. Shell.
True.
Sean Raven.
False.
It is correct.
Well, that would be, yeah, it's a 50-50 chance. That
It's a
one, and I
50-50
knocked the
chance.
50
Yeah.
out.
This is really like a quick fire round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, next one. Wind was pushing me. Driver's ambitious excuse for speeding. Shell.
True.
True is correct. Wind was
I
pushing.
can imagine that shit coming out of somebody's face.
Yeah, I've heard you use it more than once. I'm
Actually have seen that
joking. Sorry.
I did see a guy use that excuse on one of the police TV programs.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Yeah.
Despite the fact he was driving a Corsa.
I couldn't stop. My
Should've
brakes
been
weren't
blown
effective
over.
enough. My brakes weren't effective enough. I couldn't fight against it.
Not enough horses.
Or too many.
I was slipstreaming a milk float.
Yes. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
we're not going there.
You're not going there.
No.
You're not
no
going there.
milky jokes.
Lovely. Sorry.
Will be.
Next one. Man mauled by fox whilst sitting on the loo. I'm Dave Angel.
False.
Sean Raven.
True.
True. It's
It's fucked up, this is.
It is a
I remember
bit.
that one.
It is a bit. You remember? Was it you? No, sorry, no.
No, it
Sorry.
was Devankel.
I remember him getting mauled by that fox. Yeah,
I let the fox in.
yeah. Obviously, Mr. Angel has repressed that memory. Oh dear.
He just thought it was a little ginger cat.
Why? What a big tail you've got! Shit. Jesus Christ. Oh dear Lord. Right, fingers on buzzers for the next one. Vegetarian restaurant accidentally served meat for 3 years. Shell.
True.
I'm Dave Angel.
False.
It is correct.
That's what I meant.
That's what you meant. I meant the other one.
Yeah, not that one, but that one.
Resetting buzzers. Next one. Lazy dog owner walks dog with drone. Shell.
False.
Is correct. Yeah. That would be fucking lazy. To the extreme.
Why have a dog? Why not just have the drone?
Yeah, just
You're taking the
they're
drone
taking the
for a
drone
walk.
for a walk. Help! It's taking me up into the clouds.
No,
I
but that
didn't-
would be easy.
I
I
wouldn't
didn't.
it?
I didn't realise it was one of the military drones. The drone strike.
I've seen pictures of people driving their cars slowly to take their dogs for a walk.
Wow. Yeah. Like I said, you've definitely got the wrong pet if you're doing that.
I mean,
Get
I,
yourself a
I
tortoise.
drive somewhere
get
to
yourself a
take
damn
the dog
tortoise.
for a walk.
Get yourself a tortoise if you're going to do that.
Dogs. I take the car to... When we go to Crow Point and stuff, and obviously the enclosed field, I have to drive to get there.
Yeah, I know, but like I say, driving with the
drive-
dog alongside you.
Yeah, that's really quite
Yeah, like I say,
something.
if you don't want to take your pet for a walk, just buy a tortoise.
And they take themselves. They're actually pretty fast.
They actually are. I know. We used to
I
have
have
one.
one.
We used to have a few of them, in
Sheldon.
fact. Right.
They make lousy race cars.
Oh, I don't know. They
Oh,
make
but
the
it's
noises
funny
and
when
everything.
it's funny when you glue micro machines on their back.
You have never
They look
laughed
like
so
a transporter.
you've never laughed so hard until you've heard the sound of a tortoise trying to hump a stone.
Oh no, I have heard that.
That is really funny, yeah.
I have-
It's
yeah.
disturbing, but
Yeah, or your foot, in fact, because that happened as well.
Or the step.
Or anything that's not a tortoise.
Yeah, anything that's not at all. Yeah, the football goal in the garden. Yeah.
Oh dear Lord. Right, fingers on buzzers for the next one. Man dressed as Mario. I'm Dave Angel.
true.
What, a man dressed as Mario? Sean Raven.
False.
Here's the correct answer. Would you like to hear the rest of the actual full question?
Yeah, I was a bit premature with my button.
It went off in my
Premature
hand.
detonation.
It went off
yeah.
in my hand. Man dressed as Mario arrested for throwing banana peels out of car window.
The
I
true
can
one
see that.
the true one is man dressed as Mario threw bananas peels while riding a go-kart.
Yeah, that would have been better. Oh my
No,
goodness.
he did do that.
You did do that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh. Right, next one.
How do you throw them out the window of a go-kart?
You'd have to buy a window for it first.
Yeah,
Then
I did wonder.
Carry the window with
I
you.
just wondered how you would throw it
Yeah.
out the window of a go-kart. My poor brain was trying to figure that shit out.
Fingers on buzzers. Long haul flight goes ahead despite only carrying one passenger.
True.
Shell. I'm Dave Angel.
False.
Is correct. Like I say, it's a bit anticlimactic after the first answer, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
But what could it be?
It's all about a case of like whether the person who buzzes second is actually paying attention to what your answer is, or their answer is, or whoever.
Well, they can clearly hear me.
If you say true and then they say true, then it's like weren't paying attention.
No, there is that.
Anyway, next question, or next headline, I should say. Man arrested after spying on ex from inside her sofa. Shell.
True.
Sean Raven.
False.
That would be fucking awesome. Wouldn't it?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
can I get the freaking chef's knives now?
Oh
Just
god.
ready for him.
Oh dear lord.
That would be my situation sorted.
Yes, it would be your situation sorted, but there might be some questions. There
Oh,
might
I'll be
be a
happy to
lot of
answer them.
questions.
And could give them
Like,
hints.
why are you stabbing your sofa?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, actually the dogs would be well upset.
Yeah. Because they'd probably be on it.
Yeah. No.
Why is my sofa deflating?
Imagine my dogs. It's like you've stolen my favourite place.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I need to take those off of you? I will. I will. Anyway.
And then poke it in your eye.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, we were watching an outside Xbox video the other day where they were playing it's like Hitman in not Hitman in VR.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike's like taking this knife and he's like waving it around and he starts like poking it in his eye. He's like, no, don't poke it in your eye. Anyway, very silly.
Going for a disguise.
If you haven't seen that video, I recommend it highly. It's very, very funny. Anyway, fingers on buzzers. I'm going to wait for Shell to put her drink down, otherwise that might be a slight disadvantage. Fingers on buzzers. Fox mugs man and steals garlic bread. I'm Dave Angel.
False.
Shell.
True.
True is the correct answer. It's just a bit too specific to sort of have. Has too much detail in it to be made up. You know what I mean? Steals garlic bread specifically.
Or it could have, man mugged by fox.
After
But then
go into the
garlic bread is
toilet.
to add authenticity to it.
I wonder if it's the same man that got mauled on the toilet.
Possibly, yeah.
Was it the same fox?
Yeah, it was definitely the same fox. That
They were getting
fucking
foxy.
terrorist bastard. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
they should have been dressed as raccoons because at least they've got the eye mask.
Hidden identity. Fingers on buzzers.
Like the zebra we saw earlier,
We saw a zebra earlier. Yes.
walking down the road.
Yeah. Very strange. It was a person in striped leggings.
No, it was a whole onesie.
Was it?
It was a onesie.
Okay, I didn't pay attention. I was too
Yeah, she had
focused
a
on.
jacket on, but it
I was
was
too
a
focused on the
onesie.
fish and chips I was carrying.
And bringing them back to the right car. Yeah,
And bringing it back to the right car without getting run over.
yeah there was that.
Fingers on buzzers. Wrestler fined for breaking table after being hired to perform at a wedding. Shell.
True.
I'm Dave Angel.
False.
False is correct.
This is so
We'll go back to a proper quiz in a minute. This is just this is just silliness.
This is just silliness. Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
And
isn't
resetting
all of it?
buzzers. Yeah. I mean, there's that as well.
Except I
Right.
did alright last week. So
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed after the day I had last Friday.
Mhm. Fingers on buzzers. Man tries to burn EU flag in protest and fails due to EU regulations. Shell.
False!
I'm David.
True.
Fucking
I remember that was on Have I Got News For You? That one.
fucking not!
Sounds like it would have probably been on there, yes.
Yeah. From non-flammable material.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, I need holiday.
dear.
Can't go on holiday. Not fair.
Oh shit. Right, okay. Fingers on buzzers, please. The next question might be spoken like this because I'm still trying to get over the last one. Right.
Nails.
British Airways flight forced to land because... Sean Raven?
Sorry. Oh, guess true.
It is true. Would you like me to read the rest of the question?
Please.
Oh my god!
Because everyone's going to start buzzing instantly now, aren't they?
This
British...
is a great game for autistic kids. Doesn't matter when you push the fucking button or what you say. Fucking hell.
I dropped my phone and tried to
My
catch
kids would be
it.
having a fucking party playing this shit. Oh my god.
Oh shit, I can't breathe.
That's usually my problem.
Right, okay. The actual headline, the
I
full
need to
headline.
start drinking.
you just finished drinking. You just tightening the bottle cap.
No, I meant alcohol.
Oh, okay, right, yeah,
But I
there's that,
don't
yeah.
drink, so-
Right, the full headline, for anyone who's still interested. British Airways flight forced to land because of smelly poo.
Yep,
Yep.
I remember that one.
Wow.
Was it you again? You and that damn fox.
It was a double flush, yeah.
You and that damn fox. Between the two of you.
In the bathroom.
Oh, God.
That was the bathroom. He shit himself.
Shit.
He shit himself.
Particularly
The fox broke the
The
door down.
fox shit
The
himself.
fox was on the plane. He broke the door down. It engulfed the entire cockpit. Oh dear! And then he mugged. And then the fox, to try and get rid of the smell, stole some garlic
Bread.
bread.
And ran up and down the aisles of the plane.
Oh dear! Jesus Christ! We've made our own story here. Fingers on buzzers. Restaurant in Soho facing fraud charges after selling tap water for Shell.
True.
Sean Raven.
False.
False is correct. I was just waiting for someone else to buzz.
I thought you were keeping me in suspense, but no! No! Just waiting for somebody else to buzz. Because Shell's going to get it wrong.
No, you already got it wrong.
I know.
You'd already got it wrong. I was waiting for someone to buzz with the correct answer.
Well, it didn't even work for us.
Yeah, I know, which is why I didn't say anything, in the hope that someone would get
Well, I
that.
was just saying, when he's not talking, maybe I'll get it right when he's in
Right.
shock.
No, the full headline. Full headline was Restaurant in Soho facing fraud charges after selling tap water for £30 a bottle.
Wow!
I think that was on an episode of Only Fools and Horses,
Wow.
wasn't it? Not Open All Hours. Only Fools and Horses. Where they
Pack of
basically.
Spring.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my god. Right, fingers on
That's
buzzers.
Soho for you.
Fingers on buzzers. Everything to play for. Magician arrested after assistant disappears. Sure.
I really want it to be true.
Is that your answer?
I really want it to be true.
It's
But it's not going to be.
Sean
I really want
Raven.
it to be
Sean
true.
Raven.
False.
It's false.
Gosh, the helium look. Who's on helium?
We apologise for the loss of normal programming. No, we will continue.
Oh shit.
I really wanted that to be true.
Ow.
I can't.
I can't see.
Somewhere there's
Did you
some
get
very
me?
confused dolphins.
Holy shit.
There's a bunch of confused dogs outside. Well, who's whistling for them?
Oh god, I can't see.
I really want to learn to bring the inhaler indoors.
Yeah.
Not leave it out in my car.
I need to go and get some for myself. Damn it, Jesus. Oh, that was bad.
So what it doesn't fucking
So did I. Oh,
That sounds like West Country News, doesn't it?
yeah, it really does. Oh, shit. final one.
With the oxygen tank.
Yeah, oxygen, not helium.
Oh, it's my fault on the other way. Right, fingers on buzzers. Okay. Stop.
I'm trying.
Please stop, you'll set me off again. Jesus Christ. Oh, crap. I can't read it. This is a long headline, and I've got to get through this without laughing. Please stop. Oh, God. Right, okay, ready? Nap time for grown-ups. Gym class consists of nothing but sleeping for 45 minutes. I'm Dave Angel.
True.
It's true. It is true. Oh my goodness. We survived
My
it.
type of gym class.
We survived it, but my eyes are streaming. Jesus.
I wanted that
Oh,
to be
God. I think we all wanted it to be
Desperately
true.
wanted that to be true.
We all wanted it to be true.
Oh man, that sounds like our local
The
news.
system disappears.
That sounds like our local news though, the shit we get.
Yeah, yeah. Right, at the end of the silly round, we have
I'm being
Mr.
admitted to A&E.
Yeah, we have Mr. Angel on 5 points. We have Shell on 5 points.
Oh my god.
And we have Sean Raven on 6 points.
Wow!
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 Oh, holy shit.
That was close.
Oh, did you want more of that, or did you just want to go to normal quizzing?
Normal.
Oh my god.
Need an oxygen tank.
Oh shit. That was painful.
But you need to get your scoreboard.
I can use this.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
dear.
Jesus. Right. So popping that one away.
Marmite,
We might do another
Ah!
round of that
Marmite
next week.
what's it?
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Cheese and Marmite.
Mama.
Oh.
Mama.
I like what's it, but
Oh. Sorry, just resetting the scores.
Earlier on, we had a steak and Marmite sort of meat slice. That was really good. Almost blew the top of my bloody head off.
You sure it wasn't a shotgun? Just want to make sure. Oh dear.
Well, generally speaking, I would say shotguns are less edible.
Or just the once. Oh god.
and you won't do it again.
True.
Right, okay. Reset the scores on the doors with George Doors. Right. Now, serious quiz time.
I better go home then.
Mm.
Actually, nah, it's alright. I won't bother.
Sorry, just counting out
Fiddling with
the
himself.
right number of cards.
As I said.
Right.
Ah,
Okay. Are we ready?
no.
In the film The Nightmare Before Christmas, what is Jack Skellington the patron saint of? Sean Raven
Halloween.
is the correct answer. Bing, bing, bing. Next question. Which superhero does the scientist Bruce Banner become? Shell.
Hulk.
Hulk is
Oh, come
correct
on,
answer.
you've got to be slightly impressed.
Yes, I am slightly. Just very
I
slightly.
remembered that.
You remembered that. You remembered that from somewhere. Yeah,
Watching it.
from watching it.
With
No.
that, with the Jojo Rabbit dude and the character.
Yes.
That had Hulk in it.
Yeah.
Was that called Hulk? Or was that someone else?
That was one of the Thor films.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
Wasn't even that.
Yeah. I'm Dave
Yeah,
Angel.
alright, I'll shut the fuck up now.
Is that me? Sorry.
Next question. A book about a dog has the subtitle Life and Love with the World's Worst Dog. What is the dog's name? Shell.
Shitface.
Shitface is incorrect.
Take a guess.
Sean Raven.
Lucky.
No. Anything from Mr. Angel? Mr. Angel.
Bingo.
It was Marley. Doesn't say whether it was
Bob.
Jacob or Bob. It doesn't say, but it was Marley.
Probably called Shitface quite a lot though.
By
If it
you.
was the world's
By
worst
you
dog.
when you were at the cinema. Yeah,
If it
yeah,
was
watching
the
it.
world's worst dog.
Yeah. Fingers on buzzers. In which comic does Dennis the Menace appear? Shell.
Bino.
Binoba. It was close to what
No,
you said.
it's
Just now.
not.
Bino.
And he can't fucking spell.
No, I know. Oh dear, what the fuck was in that fish?
I think it's the absence of oxygen in this room. I've
Look
become.
in the door. Oh,
Oh my god! I've become like Katy Perry.
spreading the love.
Love, 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 love. Yeah, you starved of oxygen,
Her
didn't they, dear?
vocab diminished.
Yeah, and she writes songs. Jesus.
No, of course she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Next question. The Twitter logo features a bird. Is it facing to the left or the right? I'm Dave Angel.
To the right.
To the right, to the right. Mr. Angel gets a point. So yeah, it's very right-leaning these days. That's for sure.
Most definitely.
Far right.
Uh,
Far right.
far right. Which game sees Kimmy on a juicy journey to find Tiffy? Sorry.
Say that again.
Sorry, it was the question that nearly made me laugh there. Which game sees Kimmy on a juicy journey to find Tiffy? Shell
Candy Crush.
is the correct answer. Damn.
Wow!
Holy shit.
Wow!
Never knew that.
Where did you get that from?
I don't fucking know. I went with Juicy, and that's the advert on Candy Crush.
Oh, okay, right. I've never seen an advert for Candy Crush, or
I've got it on my iPad.
not that I've actually paid attention to. Let's put it like that.
I play it,
Yeah, I mean,
but
that's,
I didn't know that's what they were called. I just went with
Yeah.
one of them because I've got Candy Crush and
Oh,
Soda
you
Crush.
just call them Shitface and Arse Bandit, and that's
That's my dogs, yeah.
your dogs. Yeah.
I used to play it. Got up to like level 2000 or something and then got bored.
Yeah, I'm on about.
If you get to level
2,500.
2000 and get bored, you've done really, really well, I'd say.
Yeah, I was bored a long time ago, but sometimes it's better than interacting with the people that you sat with.
Sorry.
Not here.
Okay, apologies
Not
for that.
here. My iPad.
Present company accepted.
My iPad's at home.
What's that got to do with anything?
That's what my game is.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, yeah. I thought you were going to hit me with it or something if it was here.
No. I'm going to damage my iPad.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
don't want to
did I
damage
have?
it.
Fingers on buzzers. Next question. Which pop group features the singers Brad, James, Connor, and Tristan? Shell.
Busted.
No. Anyone else?
Not a clue.
Mr. Angel?
The Libertines.
It's the Vamps. And I've never heard of them either.
I've heard of them.
I've heard of them, but I can't think of any of their
Don't
songs.
know what. Yeah, exactly.
I want to drink your blood. No, it's like, the spiders on the
Oh,
floor.
you know Stephen Lynch, the one who sings about I'm Ugly Special Ed and
Who,
Altar
sorry?
Boy. Stephen Lynch, who sings fucked up songs.
Special Olympics.
Yeah, that.
Right, okay, I know the songs, I don't know the name.
Oh,
Okay,
I've
yeah.
put quite a few of them on my phone.
I'm not shocked. I mean, I'm shocked.
I was adding to my
I'm
playlist
shocked-
about
shocked
3:30
and
this
not.
morning.
And that was your choice.
Satan.
Did you have these on full blast with the kids in the next room?
No, I had my version of these on.
Right,
and,
okay,
yeah. Paul next to me making him just. Oh, he was breathing.
He was breathing. Fucking shock. Stop that fucking happening again. God, Jesus. No more of that here. No more of that here either.
Get to a point in the sound of their breathing.
Oh dear. Fingers on buzzers. What is the name of the oldest boy in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe? I'm Dave Angel.
Edward.
No. Shell.
Christopher.
No. Any further answers?
Bob.
I can't even remember any of the names.
Neither can I.
Right, I'll give you the answer then. The answer is Peter.
Oh,
Yeah, of course
it
it
was
is.
an old-fashioned.
What, Pete? What, Pete?
Oh,
Pete,
Pete.
Pete. Right,
There's
next.
a train set.
What's the next? The next question is what? The next question is what? No, sorry. The next question is, what is the name for the hot liquid rock under the Earth's crust? Shell.
Magma.
Liquid hot magma is the correct answer.
It is magma under the ground and lava when it comes
Over
out
the
of the
top.
ground.
Mr. Lava Lava. Yes, indeed.
I got something.
You got something right. You did. Once, anyway.
Yeah, fucked up the rest of the 40 odd years.
Oh, God. There. Next question. What is the name of the half-human, half-vampire child in the film Hotel Transylvania 2?
I don't know what they call their kid.
Pass.
I've watched that.
Anyone seen it? Anyone know it?
I have seen it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he's called. I don't even know what most of them are called.
Fair enough. The correct answer is Dennis. Some lovely filth over here, Dennis.
Dennis the Menace.
Yes, yeah. I was going to say that it was on earlier, but I don't want to ruin the quiz by gifting answers like that.
No.
Fingers on buzzers. Next question. In Charles Dickens' novel Oliver Twist, what type of animal is Bullseye? Shell.
He's an English Bull Terrier.
A dog. Is the
Oh
correct
my
answer.
god! Normally,
Yeah.
you're really picky.
Well, the answer here says a dog. So
Well, an English Bull Terrier is a dog.
you're incorrect.
Yes.
Look, I just got. Yes, you got the right. You got the point. Don't worry. You were correct. You exceeded the question. You should get.
Normally, it's really fussy.
Yes, I know. This one clearly isn't. Fingers on buzzers. The character Napoleon in George Orwell's Animal Farm is what type of animal? Sean Raven.
Pig.
Piggy wiggy woo is the correct answer. Oh, piggy wiggy
Wee
wiggy.
wiggy woo, wiggy wiggy woo.
Thank you, Blackadder's Christmas Carol.
Yes, indeed.
You've never seen Blackadder's Christmas Carol, clearly. Right, okay. Next question. In the novel Life of Pi, what kind of animal is Richard Parker? I'm Dave Angel.
Tiger.
Part tiger, part spider, because he's Peter Parker's dad. No, yeah, tiger is correct.
I've watched the film.
Is the correct answer. Right. Next question. What is the first note on a standard 88-note piano keyboard? Shell?
C.
Sean Raven.
A.
A is the correct answer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Start at the beginning of the
Start at the very beginning. Start halfway up the alphabet.
You've got
Let's start with
Yeah,
P,
you've got
shall
the
we?
occidentals between A and B, haven't you? So
Yeah.
starting at A makes sense.
Yeah, there's oxymorons you've got to worry about them.
Occidentals.
There's so
Occidentals is
so
where
many of
a
them.
number could be C sharp, but it could also be referred to as D flat.
If it was
Because
C,
effectively,
if it was A blunt or B solid or C sharp, I would have sued if it was C sharp, because it's just dangerous. That is.
but D was flat.
Look, D was flat. Okay, yeah.
Send it back under warranty.
Oh dear. Next question. Someone's thoroughly done with this.
All my years of having music lessons, I learnt the first few notes to Love Me Tender.
And then you started halfway up the alphabet. Let's start with a P. Let's start with the middle P, shall
Well,
we?
actually, it starts with a G. G, C, B, C, D, A, D,
I was worried
C,
where you were
D,
going
A,
to go
B,
with that.
C.
I was really worried
That's
where you were
the
going to go with
start
that.
to That's all I learnt in all those years of music lessons.
Fair enough. Fingers on buzzers. Next question. What colour is the liquid known as blood plasma? Shell. is not the correct answer.
That's what you sound like when you need it.
Okay. Do you have an answer?
White.
Incorrect. Sean Raven.
It's clear.
Incorrect. Mr. Ramdev Angel.
It's black.
Is it because it's black? It's yellow, apparently. I've never met any, so I couldn't possibly comment myself, but the answer on the card is yellow.
Cerebrospinal fluid is yellow. I thought plasma was clear.
No, it's green.
Oh.
Cerebral spinal fluid, it's green. I know, I've seen mine.
Mine's rainbow coloured.
Something wrong with you.
Oh, yes. Fingers on buses.
Yes, you've got a big red one.
That's just the blood, not the plasma. Fingers
Yep.
on buses. Fingers on buses. Where are butterflies' taste receptors? Shell.
Feet.
On their feet is the correct answer. Resetting buzzers. Only one of the planets in our solar system rolls on its side like a barrel. Which one? Mr. I'm Dave Angel.
Saturn.
Incorrect. Sean Raven.
Uranus.
Uranus. Yes, it is correct. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Yes, that is the correct answer. Uranus. Your Uranus. Uranus? How do we say that without getting it wrong? I don't
Not
know.
your butthole.
Oh no. They changed that
But
joke.
they renamed it in
To
future.
your rectum, yes. I was going to go there. I was actually going to go there with that joke. Thank you for ruining it.
You're welcome.
They renamed that like thousands of years ago. Your rectum. Got rid of that stupid joke. Fingers on buzzers for the next question. What is the world's largest object made from living organisms? God, I'm glad I read that right. I'm Dave Angel.
Great Barrier Reef.
The Great Barrier Reef is correct. So glad I read that correctly. Oh dear. Wouldn't have been able to read it correctly about 20 minutes ago.
Organisms bit, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Oh dear.
Did you know when a pig has an orgasm, it lasts for 30 minutes?
Jesus Christ. Really?
Yep.
Must be like deflated by it. Must be like just like bacon by the time it's finished. A slither of bacon. It's all that's left.
But just by the time it's finished, it just like sort of slides between two pieces of buttered bread
Oh,
and
good
just
Lord.
waits for the inevitable.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Fucking hell.
Dolphins again.
Fingers on buzzers for the next question.
I can't see the puzzle.
I'll give you a second. Is it steadied again? Right,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Fingers,
there.
fingers on buzzers. How long does a pig's orgasm last? Shell.
30 minutes. Roughly.
Sorry, that wasn't the question. I'm sorry. It would have been hilarious if it was, but it sadly wasn't. Oh dear. Right, question is, what can rock pumice do in water that most other rocks can't? I'm Dave Angel.
Float.
Float is the correct answer. Also backstroke.
That's just shutting off.
It can stroke people's backs because it's pumice.
And
Anyway,
their feet.
And
feet,
their feet.
mainly feet.
mainly feet, but also their backs. It could. I mean, you know, if it
You'd be
chooses
worrying
to.
if you
Imagine
needed
having
it in your back.
calluses on your back.
Imagine. Shell's face again.
At least I know what you're asking.
Can you imagine Magnus Magnusson doing this shit? Correct. Oh, Jesus. Right. Right, we've got one question left in this round. Let's get it over with, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's push on through. No, God, Jesus. I'm going to stop talking. Fingers on buzzers.
Don't make it difficult.
What child's toy was named after the American President Theodore Roosevelt? Sean Raven.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear is the correct answer. And your buzzer's not working, is it?
No.
Actually, it is. It's showing
Yeah,
up.
it just
three,
did, but
just
it
3
didn't
seconds
wanna
late.
Smacked
It is the correct answer. Right, so at the end of that very serious round of very serious quizzing questions. The scores on the doors are Mr. I'm Dave Angel on 4 points, Sean Raven on 5 points, Shell on 6 points. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And that was a mixture. That was a mixture of kids' questions and adult questions.
Wow!
Jesus.
I got some adult questions right.
Or you excelled at the kids ones.
Or I
and the other
excelled
ones
at the
just, like,
kids
coasted
ones and
through.
I read
Yeah,
it and I missed the others, yeah.
Right.
No, I got all the kids ones. Yeah.
Getting the next round ready. One moment.
Please hold.
How long have I got to hold it for?
As long as you want, it's yours.
Until you burst.
Awesome.
As long as you're
Is it
holding your
supposed to
own.
go purple?
As long as you're holding your
Holding
own.
it too tight.
As long as you're holding your own, that's fine.
Don't do that, it might drop off.
Oh,
Well, nobody told me, so I used a pair of pliers.
youch.
Should have used freaking wire cutters.
Jesus.
Oh. Why not just use a rusty hacksaw blade and get it over and done with?
Or a spoon.
Why not just use 2 bloody rocks? I mean, they were made before anything else. Just use 2 bloody great rocks.
A spoon. It's blunt. It'll hurt more.
See, I quoted you. Shell now knows what that quote was from because I told you about that quote the other day. And you've obviously
Yeah,
forgotten
well,
it.
no,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I did say it.
Yeah, yeah.
We were on about something on the way back from Bude, weren't we?
Yeah, and you didn't get what the quote was about. And
No, because it was just something that I've heard for years.
Yeah.
Heard it. Well, actually, Darren's threatened to remove my children's livers with a spoon.
And their father have them with a nice Chianti.
Probably. The threat he's used on all 3 of them. It's hilarious.
Dear, oh dear.
Wow,
Chianti's
that sounded
not
like a
robust
safeguarding
enough for a
issue,
liver.
didn't it?
Oh dear.
You need something with like a bit of structure to it, like a Malbec or something.
I am not going to ask you how you know this.
It's in the original book.
Okay, right. Cool.
Yeah, the TV series, he had all sorts of funky recipes.
Did he actually
And
start
I
his own
watched
show?
QI.
Did he start his own show? Is he on Bake Off now?
Or back off.
Back off!
Mine!
Fuck off!
Also, there's no other contestants.
The Great British fuck
The
off.
contestants are his display.
No, actually, the loser of each round.
Oh yeah,
Becomes the
gets
next
to be
course.
the next course. Yeah.
Wow, we've just made our own TV show, which will
Better
never
than
get
Bake Off.
aired, and we'll get arrested for. Anyway, fingers on buzzers for the next round.
I've got somebody I'd volunteer for it.
In the 1960s, Washoe the chimpanzee was taught sign language and started combining words to make new ones. One was waterbird. What did she mean by that? Sean Raven.
Duck.
Incorrect. I'm Dave Angel.
One.
A swan is the correct answer. A swan.
Not
Just,
two.
just to let
it's
you know, I was
swan.
going to say duck originally.
And then
Because you
Not two,
went
it's
wrong.
swan.
swan.
I changed.
Swan, not two, it's swan.
Swan. Yeah, not two, it's swan. Yeah, thank you for that. Oh, good lord. Bloody hell.
Thought
Yeah.
I'd join in.
Right. Next question. In Greek mythology,
Fuck off.
who was the king of the gods? Shell. Do 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 do.
Nails!
Nails. Fuck. Is
Yeah, that's why I
incorrect.
said nails.
Yeah, no. I'm Dave Angel.
Zeus.
Zeus. Zeus. Loose. A bit.
Oh no, that's what I had in my head!
You should have said it. You should have said it. You should have put it outside of your head and into
No,
mine.
it's just in my inside voice.
If you'd put it outside of your head and into mine, you'd have got the point for that.
Fuck!
You would not have got a point for that. Not this time round.
5-star rating though.
Oh dear lord.
And in Greece, the word for the police is Zeus.
Zeus, Zeus.
Wow, they must have hell of an ego.
And ask Raven to explain about soft.
No.
Please explain about soft.
The word soft in Greek is the same word, a slightly different pronunciation for a word that means Man who pleasures himself.
Wanker.
Boris Johnson?
Wanker. Banker? Banker?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Depends how
Boris
you
Johnson
say
then.
it.
Boris Johnson then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So many people.
Malika is soft.
Albie would probably know
Malaka
this.
is mother.
Oh dear.
The Mitsubishi Shogun, the big 4x4.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
What's
know
it
what
called?
you mean.
Oh, it's called the Shogun in this country. What's it called abroad?
The penis.
It's called the Pajero.
Right.
Yeah, because
The
that's what
trouble
the
is they
imports are over here, yeah.
Yeah, but if you go to Spain, Pajero means man who pleasures himself. That's exactly what it means.
I mean, it's just an advert for who's actually in the car, surely.
Well, it is an overcompensation because they've usually got a very big engine.
And they usually parked up at dogging sites.
Yeah, with the big zoom lens and coming out the window.
Just got so much worse. Yeah. Oh my god! I just read part of this next question, and that's obviously just no. Right, compose myself. Next question.
Breathe.
What?
Oh, shit.
Concentrate.
You're making the couch vibrate doing that.
Well, as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's
I
fine.
never said that! Oh my god. Walked into that one.
Yes, you
And
did.
it hurt.
You really did. Ow!
Yeah, exactly.
That's the sound of you walking into that one. Right.
Oh god. Can I read it? I mean, I probably can't see it, so...
It's that pig again.
It's a fucking tomato coloured one.
Right.
Especially with the light shining on the top of your head. It's even brighter.
Oh, yeah, you blinded, yeah. Right, question. What part of an anteater's body can be up to 60 centimetres long? Shell!
His tongue.
His tongue is correct.
Those lucky female anteaters.
Depends which way you float. It might even be the male ones. You
Well, it
never know.
might be, yeah.
Oh, God.
Can do rimming from a distance.
No, it's just that question after that last comment from Mr. Angel about the long lens. Holy shit.
Anyway.
Oh, resetting buzzers.
Don't
Oh,
forget to
Jesus.
put my point in your phone.
I did.
Good. Just checking because you were struggling with breathing, let alone anything else.
I put the point in the phone and then I stopped
Then
breathing.
Okay, cool.
Oh, God.
That's the right way round.
What animal can spend up to 5/6 of its life upside down? I'm Dave Angel.
Sloth.
Incorrect. Shell.
Bat.
A bat is the correct answer. It doesn't say
I
whether
realised
it's,
after I said it.
doesn't recognise whether it's a cricket one or
No,
a rounders bat or
baseball.
baseball. Yeah, could be any of those, but upside down is the way. You've got to grip it by the actual the thick part and so hit the ball.
And
with
not the tip.
If you grip it by the
Hit
tip,
anything with the tip.
if you grip it by the tip,
You could
just
rip
grip it very
off.
gently.
You could rip
Just
it
grip
off
it very gently.
with wire cutters.
Not with wire cutters. Preferably not with wire cutters. Oh,
Rusty hacksaw blade again.
oh shit. Okay,
Teaspoon.
next question.
Rusty teaspoon.
The highest uninterrupted waterfall in the world is Angel Falls. In which country would you find it? Shell.
Arizona is a desert. That's a stupid answer.
Arizona is a state as well. It's not a continent either.
Which
Mr. Ab-
continent did you say?
Which country?
Country. Venezuela.
Venezuela is the correct answer. But yeah, sadly you fell into the trap of being an American tourist there.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
We saw a video where
Oh my
Americans
God.
were asked to name
Hawaii
continents.
is a continent.
But they were asked to name some continents, and
Name
they
me a
named
continent for a dollar.
Hawaii. They named another Iowa, was it, or something like that. They named a bunch of states in America. It's like they're not continents. You fucking.
And then
morons.
somebody said Europe.
And someone's. Well, Europe was a continent.
Europe is a continent. Yeah.
I don't think they actually said anything that was a continent. Let's put it like that. I don't remember
No.
getting any of it correct. Let's put it like that.
Are you surprised?
I'm not shocked. I am not shocked at all.
No.
I mean, my geography's bad, but at least I know the name of other countries other than England.
Well, yes,
And
Scotland and Wales
I'm
and
aware.
Ireland.
I am aware that there are other countries other than UK, Britain, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Jersey.
Isle of
See,
Man,
Jersey. There's another one.
Sky.
There's that one where they talk French. I can't remember what that one's called. Spain. No, Belgium. Argentina.
That's the one.
Could be any of those. Next question.
Yeah.
Next question. According to the Environment Agency, which British river has its source 5.5 kilometres southwest of the town of Cirencester? I'm Dave Angel.
The Thames.
The Thames is correct. It's pronounced Thames, actually. So yeah,
Tahamies.
the Thames.
Tahamies.
The Thames.
Tahamies.
The Thames.
The Tahamies.
The Tahamas. Yes. Thomas.
No.
Next question. The philosopher Plato wrote about a mythical island that disappeared beneath the waves. Sean Raven
Atlantis.
is the correct answer. Bing, bing, bing.
It didn't disappear below the waves. It just went back home.
It just got bored and just tried to like,
It took off and went home.
Getting
You
away
see-
from this shit.
You've seen how long it could hold its breath for.
Getting out of this shit.
Longer than any of its residents, that's for sure. Next question.
That are now fish. I know,
Yeah.
They all
sea
gated
life.
off.
Next question.
Develop gills.
Rocky Balboa becomes trainer and mentor to the son of his former rival in which 2015 film? I'm Dave Angel.
Creed.
Creed is the correct answer. Scree. Next question. NME, as in the letters NME, is the world's the world's longest running weekly music magazine. I'm Dave Angel.
Sod it.
Is incorrect. Would anyone else like me to read the rest of the question before they butt in? Right.
Yeah.
We can
NME,
But
yeah.
what do the letters NME stand for? Sean Raven.
New music and entertainment.
Incorrect. Shell?
National Music Entertainment.
No, it's New Musical Express. You were very close, but
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, that's it.
To be fair, I had to get that one on the nail. Right, next question. Which French group won the coveted Album of the Year accolade at the 2014 Grammy Awards?
right.
I'm Dave Angel.
Toto.
Do. Sadly not.
No, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Any other guesses? Any other guesses or any other? No.
Oh,
The correct
no,
answer.
the Olympics.
Yeah. The correct
Can't remember
answer.
the name.
The correct answer was Daft Punk.
They're French.
Yes, they are.
I had no idea myself. I thought they were German. That's Kraftwerk I'm probably thinking of actually.
Yeah,
You are, yes.
Yeah.
I
it's
thought
Kraft-
Daft Punk were American.
Yeah. I was thinking of Kraftwerk rather than Daft Punk. Anyway, it had aft in it. They both had aft in them.
cheesy as well.
They were both all behind.
If ever you get a chance, at the end of Bill Bailey's live show that he did, the part troll, he does the Kraftwerk version of the Hokey Cokey.
Yeah, we watched
It's
that.
quality.
Was that the one we saw? We saw one of them.
we
Yeah.
watched that.
Mm.
That's the cookie.
That was the night we were there.
Yeah, we did,
It was
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, we watched that.
Yeah, I've got the DVD. I can actually see the DVD there. I've actually got another Bill Bailey one somewhere that we picked up at Car Boot that I haven't actually watched yet. So I have to get onto that at some point. Anyway, continuing the round. Fingers on buzzers. Which group released an album called Made in the AM in 2015? It took a whole morning to create this album.
Yeah. There's nothing like
Okay.
striving for excellence, and that's nothing like it.
And I was going to say, Shell.
McFly.
Unfortunately not. I was going to say, looking at the name of this band, I'm not surprised it was made in the morning. Anyone else? Any other guesses?
No, not from me.
Okay, the answer was One Direction.
Oh, so it's one of those shit things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, that's why I wasn't interested, because it's not really music.
Quite frankly, I'm surprised
No,
it took them that
it's
long to
noise.
make it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Resetting buzzers.
10 minutes while I'm sat on the toilet being mauled by a fox would have done it.
The fox would have made better music. Anyone who's ever heard a pair of foxes outside your house at night time know exactly
God,
what I'm talking about. Now, next question. Peppa Pig has a little brother who loves dinosaurs. Shell.
George.
George is the correct answer. He loves dinosaurs.
He does.
Right, Mr. Dinosaur. That much I know.
I had a.
I've never watched.
I had a
Neither have I.
Peppa Pig puzzle.
You had a Peppa Pig puzzle.
Yeah.
Did you have to pick
it
a
was
pickled
sliced
peck of it?
bacon.
Did you have to pick a pickled peck of it?
I had to build my own. A sliced chopped.
What's the link?
Okay.
What's the link
Bloody hell.
between Peppa Pig and Mr. Ben?
Is it
Did they both
sausages?
wear wellies?
Is it a chain of sausages?
No. No. Both of them have had an episode banned.
Band.
Banned.
Oh, this is the
When
one with
Mr.
David
Ben
Cameron in
came
it.
up,
Was that the one with David Cameron in it? With Peppa Pig?
when Mr. Ben came out, one of the episodes they did, they only showed it once, and
Was that the
he
one with
went
Trips
through.
Balls?
He became a deer hunter.
Where he trips ball.
And he
Oh, okay.
shot a deer.
Wow.
So the BBC then banned it. Peppa Pig
The BBC banned it.
in
As a name.
Australia
Raccoon.
had one episode banned because it says, "Don't worry, spiders are your friends. They're there to eat insects." And it's very different over there.
A little
So
bit.
that episode got
Was
banned
pretty
there.
much
So
very
that's the
different
link.
to the rest of the world.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it wasn't the one with David Cameron in then?
No, it wasn't.
Cool, okay. So that one we can still watch. Fine, okay.
Didn't want him to insert his Clarkson into Pepper.
Yes. These are the kids' questions, believe it or not.
Well, that's why I got it right. That one
The next question. Fingers on buzzers.
was it.
In Where's Wally? What colour are Wally's trousers? Shell.
Blue.
Blue is the correct answer. I was so hoping for someone to buzz in early on that one. Red and white. No. Next question. How many holes are there in Mr. Potato's head? How many holes are there in Mr. Potato Head's head?
As in
I'm
the
Dave
whole
Angel.
thing.
I'm Dave Angel.
8.
Anyone else? Sean Raven.
10.
10 is the correct answer.
I missed his ears.
I
It's
missed
the
it.
hat as well.
I missed his ears as well. Yeah, I missed his ears.
I've still got all the pieces.
So we've had like the bacon in Peppa Pig. We've had like the potato in Mr. Potato's head.
The holes.
But you have to like prick it with a fork, don't you? For a jacket potato. I'll get my coat or my jacket.
Pricking a potato.
No, we're not going with David Cameron.
Clarkson.
Did you know
Or
they've
Clarkson.
actually released a Dungeons and Dragons Mr. Potato Head,
Wow.
which is what's the monster called? It's the one with all the lots of eyes.
Oh, the looks at his Funko Pops. The Beholder.
Yeah, you can now get the Beholder Potato Head.
I looked at my Funko Pops, realising that the Beholder I've got is actually called Xanathar, and not actually called a Beholder, and I had to remember Beholder whilst
Oh,
looking at.
that's what that is.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually remembered Beholder without any prompting because, as I said, it's called Xanathar rather than actually a Beholder. Yeah. Oh dear.
Imagine getting that as a potato
Must
head.
take ages to do their hair.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine that, but I think that's quite horrific. And
I
would
think it would look pretty
scar a
fucking
lot of
funny.
children, that's for sure.
Oh no,
Because
because they
Beholder-
wouldn't understand.
No, it would, because Beholders are really flaming violent.
Yeah, but what kids would know that?
No, it would scar kids because Beholders
Oh,
are really,
fuck-
really
Fuck
violent.
off.
Oh, I'm getting the blank treatment now. Anyway, blank or blank.
Oh shit!
Excuse me. Oh shit! It's the correct answer.
Thank you.
You are relieved. Oh shit.
Awesome.
Is that like you lived a stone's throw away from?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Still not forgiving you,
Oh, she's not forgiven me for a joke I told her the other week. And
Oh dear.
the joke was basically, I said it completely straight faced, and not telling her it was actually a joke. I said, I had no idea I live like a stone's throw away from a family that's just recently died of serious head wounds. Wait for it to set in. Yeah. It's a terrible joke, but like I say, but it was a terrible joke where she was like, oh, well, and it's like, fuck! I was in trouble. Anyway, back to the quiz. Still am, apparently. It scarred her.
Yeah.
Right. Which Roald Dahl favourite was made into a film in 2016? Shell.
Matilda.
Incorrect. Anyone else?
Which one did she say?
Matilda.
Sorry.
I'm Dave Angel.
Because there's been more than one
Charlie and the
Matilda
Chocolate
made.
Factory.
Incorrect. Anyone else? Sean Raven?
BFG.
BFG is the correct answer. We got there. That one's been made a few times, hasn't it?
Yep.
Right. Next question. Fingers on buzzers. Everyone knows a Nintendo DS, but do you know what DS stands for? Sean Raven.
Dual screen.
Dual screen is correct. Bing, bing, bing. Buzzers reset. Moving on to next question. Excuse me a moment. Pardon me. In Alice's Adventure in Wonderland, what creature gave Alice a thimble? Shell.
My brain just died.
Your brain just died is the incorrect answer.
No.
No. I'm Dave Angel.
Caterpillar.
Incorrect. Sean Raven, anything?
No, he was the stone dickhead.
Sean, any?
I'm going to say the mouse.
It was a dodo. The doo-doo. The doo-doo. Next question. What's your funny bone called in Latin? Sean Raven.
Humorous.
It very much is, yes.
No, it's called a fuck that hurt.
It's like I can't see, I've got spots. Now there's stripes. Now there are dolphins. Where did they come from? Dolphins, hedgehog, tree car.
Squirrel.
Dead.
Squirrel fur.
Dead. No, dead. You're dead by that point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hitting your funny bone is fatal. Warning to all kids out there.
It's
The
not
easiest
fun-
way to get
it's-
tennis elbow.
It's not funny.
Tennis elbow. Playing tennis is the easiest way to do it, isn't it?
No.
Oh, right. Next question.
It's a lot of the men that work in heavy construction, they end up with tennis elbow because they have a tendency, they bang their elbows on things because they're constantly
Going, young man!
manual labour.
There's no need to...
It's the change in the letters, isn't it?
It is, yes, yeah. That was it.
RSI.
It's fun to stay at the why am I here?
Assume the
Yeah.
Quizmaster.
Yeah, that's probably
And you're the one pushing all the buttons.
Well, actually, no, you're the one's pushing all the buttons.
Well, you've got more buttons than I have.
You've got bigger buttons than I have.
I've got one big button, you've got tons of little buttons.
Well, I've only pressed one so far,
So why?
but I've only pressed it once. I'll be pressing it again when I hit end. But which end? Who can say?
The life support system end.
Wow, dark, wow, thanks. Yeah. Leaving you in my will. Not. Back to the quiz.
It's how leaving you in my won't.
No.
Not in my will,
My will,
leaving in my
won't.
won't.
Next question. In Roald Dahl's book Fantastic Mr. Fox, what are the 3 farmers called? Everyone
Not
buzzing at the same
a
time.
clue.
Everyone buzzing at the same time.
Bob, Frank, and Paul.
What was that? Bob, Frank, and Paul.
Paul.
Not 100 miles off.
Oh dear.
I mean, they live next door to
No
these people.
idea.
They live next door to these people.
Yeah, but they're big farms.
They're big farms, yeah. It's Boggis, Bunce, and Bean.
Bob!
Bean. Yeah, you said Bob, and it's like Bog. I thought you said Bog at first. I thought, do you know this answer? No, it was Boggis,
No.
Bunce, and Bean. And no burner.
No.
No Bunsen burner.
They were fun.
Bunsen Beaker, that was. You're thinking of the Muppets, yeah?
No,
Oh.
I'm thinking of science
Oh,
lessons.
right, you're thinking of science lessons where you set fire to everything. Right, okay, cool, yeah. Yeah. Right, last question in this round. What did Benjamin Franklin do during a thunderstorm? It doesn't specify which thunderstorm. I'm Dave Angel.
Flew a kite.
He did indeed. But yeah, like I say, it didn't specify which thunderstorm. Yes, it could have been any
I could
thunderstorm.
have said he was a right bell end, but I didn't think I was going to get a right answer for that.
Oh dear. So I just punched the actual microphone there. Apologies to anyone who actually may have heard that. Actually, I don't know if it would have done.
We didn't hear a thing.
Yeah, because it's got like a little like cover across it, so fortunately it hit the cover rather than the actual microphone, I think. Anyway, at the end of that round, we have Shell on 3 points. We have Sean Raven on 4 points. And we have Mr. Angel on 6 points.
Woo! I got one.
Woo. I won something. Now, is everyone...
Yay,
is
go for
everyone,
me, go for
everyone,
me.
Everyone fitting well for another round?
You're just the one, Mrs. Wembley.
Excuse me, just need to count out the cards.
So there's going to be 4.
By the way, if there's anybody watching the stream, if you've got your own question that we could try and answer, stick it in the chat. Likewise, if you're watching on YouTube, you can always stick a comment, and we will then add the question onto a future quiz.
But just don't go sticking anything in your disk drive, because that would hurt. Believe me, tried it.
Everybody laughs at a 2.5-inch floppy. See?
Oh dear.
See? Told you.
Oh dear. Right. Last round, or possibly last round, depending on how everyone's like really feels about the entire process. Just going to check if there is anyone in chat. There's no one in chat. Of course, there isn't anyone in chat. That's fine. Buzzers have reset. We're on to the final round. How does the Nile crocodile keep its eggs warm? Shell.
Buries them.
Buries them is the correct answer. I was expecting you to say stuffs them between its cheeks or something like that. But no. Correct answer. Well done. Next question. What is the name of the ocean current that moves water around the North Atlantic Ocean? Shell.
Strong.
Strong.
Going to be a strong current.
Yeah, but it's not the correct answer, I'm afraid.
No, I know it's not.
Okay.
I'm just making it up
There.
because it was funny.
I'm Dave Angel.
Jet stream.
Incorrect. Anyone else? Has Sean Raven got an answer?
Concord Stream.
Nope.
It's the
My
Gulf.
brain decided to name boats instead.
Yeah, it's the Gulf Stream. Sorry,
The
Mr. Angel.
Gulf of America Stream.
The Gulf of America, Mexico. America. Yeah, we were actually just playing the new map on Call of Duty earlier, and it says, it's like in 1984 in the Gulf of Mexico, and I just thought, someone's going to really, really take a disliking to this game. Someone's really going to dislike that
Trump
game.
won't play it again.
Yeah.
But he's won at all of them.
Yeah.
Never died.
Oh my god, that flaming video earlier with the interview during the week where he couldn't work out that this photo had been photoshopped really badly.
Yeah.
Have you seen the photo?
Yeah, the MS-13
Yeah.
thing with the tattoos.
You saw the photo. That was a really, really bad Photoshop job.
Oh my God,
which,
yes.
Which makes me think that it wasn't
Even
actually.
I could have done better than that.
I think it probably wasn't actually designed to actually be a Photoshop to actually make it look realistic. I think what it was they was like trying to indicate that the first one is marijuana, which is M. The second one was S. I can't remember what it was actually.
Skull.
Was it a dollar sign?
No, it
What's a
wasn't.
skull?
That was the fourth one or the fifth one, wasn't it? The second one was something that began with S, and the others, and then whoever it was had made it had interpreted the other two to mean 1 and 3 somehow because there was like a cross and a skull, wasn't there, or something.
Yeah.
And someone had interpreted that to be 1 and 3. It's like, how do you interpret that to be a 1 and a 3? But I don't think it was intended to actually be like an accurate Photoshop. And yet still Trump couldn't figure out that that was something that someone had done on a computer. That was ruddy disgraceful. That was fucking awful. And he was like, just agree with me. Just agree with me. It's like, fuck's sake. Anyway.
No.
Anyway. Sorry, my rant out of the way there. That was just, yeah. Trump rant of the week. There may be more, depending on how the questions go. Next question. When you send a tweet about a certain topic, what symbol can you add to help people find it? Shell. Hashtag is the correct answer. Although I have closed off my Twitter account, I still don't call it X. I've completely closed mine, it's gone.
I still
don't
got
use
mine,
it.
but I've not posted in it for quite a long time.
No,
I
all
don't
I was getting was like suggestions. I was getting like lots of stuff sent to me, which was like just it's stuff that was people calling out Trump and stuff like that. But it was a case of the more I read of it, the more infuriated I became at having to be subjected to it. It's like I don't want to read this. I don't want to have any knowledge of this because I have enough.
I do have a Blue Sky account, but I'm not even using that at the moment.
I've got one. I don't really use it. I've got like Threads, Blue Sky, but you know, I don't exactly use them. I mean, I've never really posted much on my Facebook account, to be fair. But you know, I probably use Twitter more than I did anything else. But like I say, that days of that are gone. Anyway,
I had a MySpace account.
have you still got it?
I see it on my face account.
What? Sorry, did you say?
Sit
Look
on
at my
my
face
account,
and tell me that
let
you
you
love me.
Love
Sit on my
me.
face and tell me that you care.
I love to hear you oralize when I'm between your thighs. You blow me away. Anyway, back to the quiz, which I'm sure we're doing kids questions on. What sweets were originally known as Gummibärchen? Shell.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and
Here and there and
everywhere.
everywhere.
Indeed. They are the gummy bears.
Got to remember though that
It's 'cause they
magic
lost-
and mystery.
It's because they
is
lost
part
all
of
their
history.
teeth. It's because they lost all their teeth. That's why they were called the gummy bears.
Don't
Dear
fill
oh
out.
dear.
Dental fail. Next question.
Like polyfill of parrots.
Yes. You don't want to... Yeah, no. Won't go there.
Don't want to fill poly. Yeah.
What musical major scale has 3 sharps? Sean Raven.
D.
Incorrect. I'm Dave Angel.
A.
Is the correct answer. I would have been appalled at
I'd
you
have
if
thought
you
it'd have
hadn't
been a
got it.
druggie. Oh, A for addict. It's got 3 sharps.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, and they're all concealed inside
Blake-
his jacket. God, I always remember one time when I worked for Woolies, way back when, and I went up to my tea break one time, and there were two police officers in the canteen. Officers. It's a very small canteen, and there were 2 police officers with a guy looking really rough, sat down on a chair there in a really raggedy coat, and they asked him to open his coat pocket, just open up the jacket, or take the jacket off or something. And inside there were a whole bunch of needles in a row along the inside pocket of his thing. And I saw the policeman flinch. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was like, okay, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go back to work.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. So it's like I say, it's been a long running problem, unfortunately, and it's not really going any better these days. But
Worse.
you know, with the state of the world, I'm not really shocked by that, to be fair. Back to the quiz, which I'm sure is still going on
somewhere.
somewhere. What does a Nerf thunderstorm gun fire? Shell.
Lightning bolts.
It's a good guess, but it's not the right answer. I'm Dave Angel.
Balls.
Nerf bullets.
Incorrect. Anything from Sean Raven? Yes?
Cannonballs. I don't know.
Cannonballs. Oh, the kids would love that. Kids would love that.
I'm not going home.
I
if they come out with that.
I decapitated my dad with this. No, it's sadly water. It's something as boring as water. Water.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of Nerf guns.
This was obviously a water pistol one that they made.
Hmm.
I would imagine.
I've not got one of them.
Unless the bullets were
And
made
a
of
lot
water.
of targets.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of targets today.
Yeah.
Just painting
You were
bullseyes.
one of them.
Just painting bullseyes on people's heads.
You were one of them.
Yeah. Like I said, I nearly got run over on the pavement. Weird that.
Yeah.
Just going to get my fish and chips. But there we go. Never mind.
Going out just to get food in the
It's
village is
dangerous out there. It really is.
Yeah.
That's why I stay indoors. Next question. What was Robin Hood's gang known as? Shell.
Thieves. Robin Hood and the Merry Men.
You corrected yourself just in the nick of time there. I was about to say incorrect. Merry Men. Correct answer.
Oh, Merry Men.
Resetting buzzers.
Anyway.
Anywho. How many colours are there on a Rubik's Cube? I'm Dave Angel.
6.
Here's the correct answer. Bing, bing, bing. No, mir is the incorrect answer. I'm sorry. I can't allow that.
It's a fucking dust. So it's going to be stupid. My dimmer switch is on high!
We were joking about people's dimmer switches, obviously, so making them thicker.
And they've got them set really high.
Yeah.
Mine is currently really high, obviously.
Hi!
Hi.
Is it A, hi, B, hello, C, good morning? Monty Python quote there if anyone gets that. Are the chances of this A, hi, B, hello, C, good morning? No? Okay. Next question. In which town is the animation Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated set?
Okay.
I watch it every fucking day.
Somewhere in America.
It's a small place. Small
Yes.
place. Small place. Yeah.
Oh, small place. Don't worry.
You were saying small place, was it? Sorry.
No.
No. I'm saying America's a small place. Sorry, was what I was saying. Sorry.
I thought you Chicago. It ain't.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's not Chicago. Any other guesses? I'm Dave Angel.
Massachusetts.
The correct answer is Crystal Cove. And someone's now.
Of course it is. That's where all the meth comes from.
It does explain how all those people with masks get away with,
Absolute blue murder.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
Yeah,
They actually
don't.
believed this was a flaming werewolf. Jesus Christ. Anyway, resetting buzzers. Next question.
They didn't think to just fucking shoot them, and they're in America.
Yeah, that's just the point. Why were the Scooby-Doo crew never armed? They're always in danger.
They're not old enough. They're all school kids.
16. You can buy a gun at 16 in America. You can't drive till you're 21.
You can't
drink till you're 21. Sorry. You can't drink till you're 21, but you can have a gun at 16.
You can actually own an automatic weapon at the age of 12.
Wow. Is it like a Nerf gun?
It depends on the state.
Is it
Depends
a Nerf?
on the state that
Is it a
you're in.
Nerf gun?
I think it's Texas.
Was in a pretty bad state.
No. Because obviously, so
I thought they were more into
I think Texas is
chainsaws.
one of the big ones, and they try and encourage gun familiarity, but also good gun, discipline,
Manners.
trigger
Yeah.
discipline, that kind of thing. They start young.
Here's the best way to trigger discipline. Keep the guns locked away in a fucking vault 50 feet under the ground where no one can get to them. That's
Yeah.
the best way to exercise trigger discipline. Or just don't make them in the first place. Melt the ones
That's
that
never gonna.
melt the ones down that are in existence and never use them. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, we're getting very political today, aren't we? Next question. What colour are Frisian cows? I'm Dave Angel.
Black and white.
Black and white is correct answer. I saw Shell try to press that about 3 times before it actually. It still didn't actually register.
No.
Dang. Sorry. Yeah. There we are. So, next question. Oh God, I nearly mispronounced this wrong after watching Red Dwarf. Quaggers were animals that died out more than 100 years ago. Of which animal were they a subspecies?
Quagars, did you say?
Not quagars, quaggers. Quagar.
Quagars. Roll the R's, roll the R's.
They was quaggers.
No idea.
Sean Raven?
Are they actually deer?
Good guess, but it's not the right answer. Anything from Shell?
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog is not the correct answer. I'm afraid it was zebra. We saw one of those in the wild earlier.
We did, yeah.
But
Walking through
actually,
the car park.
that may have been a quagger.
Walking
the
through
last-
the car, it was the last of its kind.
Quagger.
Last of its
Shit,
kind.
we should have captured
Shot
it.
it!
No, should have captured it.
Oh.
Captured it.
Oh yeah. Put it in the boot.
Inseminated it.
And then gone with a
Inseminated
selective
it with
breeding program.
Inseminated it with Cameron
Clarkson.
or Clarkson. Cameron's Clark.
Cameron's Clarkson.
Cameron's
yeah.
Clarkson. Yeah. Oh God. So we're getting Inception level deep of jokes here. Anyway, next question. In which continent would you find over 90% of the world's fresh water? Shell.
Antarctica.
Is the correct answer. Could you say it a little bit louder? There
Antarctica!
we are. I just want to make sure that was clear for everyone. You did say it rather quiet. It was like, what's the correct answer? Please say it louder.
You say again. You say louder.
Yes, indeed. Fingers on buzzers. What animal can close its nostrils during a sandstorm to keep the sand out? I'm Dave Angel.
Camel.
A camel is the correct answer. It would have been brutally cruel if the correct answer had been a salmon. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Shell's gone.
Yeah.
I'm fine doing
Fish
this.
out of water.
I'm screwed in water, but I'm fine in a sandstorm. Right, sorry about that. Sorry. Which two parts of your body continue to grow bigger for your entire life?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm Dave Angel.
Your nails and your hair.
Incorrect. Shell.
Your nose and your ears.
Nose and ears is the correct answer. For a second, I had to do a double take to see if I'd actually heard what I thought I heard when you answered. And yes, it was not.
Your nose and your ears.
Your nails and your hair continue to grow
After
after your death. But this is things
Yes.
that continue to
But
grow
during
for your
life, they
entire
don't
life.
stop.
Yeah. So Prince Charles must have been around, King Charles must have been around for a long bloody time.
Well, yeah, he's still here. Prince Philip.
Nose and ears.
Prince Philip.
But yeah, nose and ears. He must have been around for a hell of a long bloody time. Sorry.
When he was a child, they used him as a wingnut.
A what?
But
Flap his ears
bat.
to cause a breeze.
Shell's thinking Wingnut as in the character from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No. Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
that's why no wing nut.
Yeah. You're thinking of Tag Nuts. No.
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 That's a
No,
weird
no.
game to play. I've heard of tag rugby, but fucking hell. Talk about close contact.
Yeah, I don't want anyone. I wouldn't want one of those
Rugby tackle.
bloody great rugby players steaming into those. Thank you very much. Oh, right in the mummy daddy button. Oh dear. Next question. I'll wait for Shell to put her drink down so she can actually attempt to press her button, because the last 2 times have been a
It's not
fail.
working.
You were only 0.2 behind Mr. Tony last time. Pardon me. Excuse I, pardon I. What is the Aurora Borealis, more commonly known as? Shell.
The Northern Lights.
Northern Lights is the correct answer. And they still haven't paid their electricity bill. Resetting buzzers. In 1859, the French tightrope walker known as the Great Blondin walked... I'm Dave Angel.
Niagara Falls.
Is the correct answer. Resetting
Did he
buzzers.
fall?
No, Niagara did.
Oh, okay.
But he was blindfolded as well. Probably somebody didn't know where he was.
I was going to
No,
say,
no one told
don't
him he
get
was
to
in Niagara
enjoy the
Falls.
view.
No one told him he was at Niagara Falls. We're just playing some soothing music that sounds like water
flowing.
running
Really
really,
heavily.
really fast.
And there's a law of it. Somebody's running a
Oh,
fucking
dear.
big bath.
Next question. Who or what can you see carved into a Mount Rushmore? Shell.
Presidents.
Yes, the heads of 4 American presidents. Not their real heads, just to be clear. Because
They had really big egos.
Because Donald Trump
And
is
for an
actually...
extra point, name them.
Roosevelt. Lincoln.
Steve
Um,
And Bruce.
and
I
Holness.
don't know. Sorry, I really don't know.
No, that wasn't even on the question on the card, so I couldn't confirm or deny the last ones or whatever.
I have no
Um,
idea.
but,
Oh, Washington is one.
Washington, yeah. So that's 3 out of 4.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
opinions.
can't remember.
Opinions. Chances of Trump appearing up there?
0.
I mean, like I said, someone actually.
If that happens,
Photoshopped.
I will
I mean,
get a flight
I mean,
and
someone
I'll
actually
Somebody will
removing.
blow the
Photoshop
bloody
him.
thing up with Steve 4.
I mean, someone actually removing his head and putting it up there is what I meant.
Somebody should Photoshop him up there and then go,
Yeah.
oh look at this.
And he'd think it's real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did say to you guys earlier in the week, it's like, I wonder if he thinks. Bear in mind, he couldn't tell that picture was photoshopped. I wonder if he thinks all the pictures of him snogging Putin are actually genuine.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. After with that unpleasant image still in your minds.
And do you know what? He was talking about a shower and he was talking about
Oh,
the
his
water
luxurious
His
hair.
golden hair.
hitting his luscious hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where does
No,
he?
the only thing he
does-
bleeding can't you
No,
shouldn't
I
do
think-
with that is put it in a tumble dryer.
I think he leaves his luscious hair in the shower and just has a special shower just for that, and he doesn't go in and
And they
disturb
said, why
it.
is it rectangle?
Yeah.
Sorry,
it's
a
just
special
Storage,
shower.
Yeah. He's got a shower just
Special
for his hair.
shower. Does that include? Does it just include Big Donald and Little Donald?
He is actually it's actually a symbiotic relationship, him and his hair. They can divide as and when they need to, but it's like it's like Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he's in, one of them's in
And
control.
Venom's
one
more
moment.
intelligent.
Venom's more intelligent and slightly more personable.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. Which scientist is said to have dropped 2 balls off the Leaning Tower of Pisa to show that light and heavy things fall at the same speed? I'm Dave Angel.
Galileo.
Can you do the Fandango?
So,
Is the correct answer. It doesn't say whose 2 balls he dropped off the Leaning Tower of Pisa though.
Hitler's.
Were they around at the same time? I'm not sure.
Well, no, the other one was in the Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave
Whoops,
Angel.
but sorry.
The Albert,
Sorry.
Premature detonation again.
the Albert Hall is the correct answer. Resetting all buzzers. Ready on buzzers. In 1945, Mary of Exeter was awarded the Dickin Medal for outstanding courage. What was she? I'm Dave Angel.
A dog.
Incorrect. Sean Raven.
pigeon.
A pigeon is the correct answer.
Carrier.
The dick. I don't want to know what a Dickin medal is. It sounds like
It's
something.
the equivalent. It's the
sounds like a
equivalent
trophy.
of the
Sounds like-
Victoria Cross for animals.
It sounds like some kind of trophy that you get given. But no, anyway.
Yeah, for outstanding
Phallus
bravery.
shaped,
Yeah. For outstanding bravery, definitely.
especially for a pigeon.
When no pigeon was gone before.
Yeah. I mean, people get their gerbils stuck, so
Oh,
you know.
God. Oh, dear Lord. Right. Final question. In 1951, the British mountaineer Eric Shipton found a trail of what on Mount Everest? Shell.
Dead bodies. Oh, that's not the answer!
I wish it was.
Oh!
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm glad it's not, but
Oh!
it's not. No, found a trail of what on Mount
Damn.
Everest? Sean Raven.
Must be dead
Bigfoot
bodies.
footprints.
Giant footprints is the correct answer. Bing, 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 bing.
What jelly
Alongside
babies
the dead bodies! There's loads of them
There-
up there.
He'd already eaten all the dead bodies. The Yeti,
What, the Yeti?
The Yeti doesn't waste anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the local cuisine.
I
Well, no, actually, it's foreign food to them.
mean,
isn't it?
all I'll
'Cause
say
it's
is
all the
Brian
idiots
Blessed
that-
was bloody lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear.
Fat people are harder to kidnap, so eat cake.
Okay, fair enough. At the end of that,
I lost.
we have Sean Raven on 2 points. We have Mr. I'm Dave Angel on 6 points. And we have Shell on 8 points. Yeah.
When did that happen?
Ding, ding, ding,
When
ding.
did that happen?
It happened on that last round there.
Fuck, I thought I was doing really badly.
You thought you were doing really badly.
Yeah, I
but
did.
You weren't.
Oh.
It just proves that other people were doing worse than you.
Or that I was telling the questions wrong. It doesn't prove anything at all. Actually, that doesn't. Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, that's been incredibly funny and incredibly silly, and I did like the first round, even if it was like a little bit like anticlimactic when someone got it wrong for the first time. But yes, that's been very funny. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed that. Hope you guys have as
And
well.
there was a line of dead bodies.
There were
There
a line of
always
dead
is
bodies,
a
but
line
they
of
were
dead
just
bodies.
icicles. Oh,
There are people that are
Very
basically
frosty.
they're buried up there because it's too
They can't
dangerous to go
rescue
up to
them.
try and
Yeah.
try and recover them.
Yeah, they can't
So they-
rescue them.
Yeah, they
Usually
basically
5
say
points.
they do. Yeah, indeed.
have you been past Steve yet? Have you got past Steve yet? Yeah, past Steve about a mile and a half back.
Yeah.
I watched the
Yeah.
documentary on the... Yeah. It's quite sad.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
get Trump to go up there.
How would we lure him up there? Put gold,
KFC.
at the top.
KFC bucket?
Gold at the top.
Nah,
Make sure it's real
KFC.
gold.
What does he value more than anything else? His hairpiece. Put that at the top.
Kidnap
Of,
his hair.
put his hair on the top of Mount Everest.
His mobile phone up there.
Oh God, yeah, he wouldn't be a tweet, would he?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, what would he do? What would he do? Anyway, thank you very much for everyone for joining in. Thank you to anyone who's chosen to tune in and watch. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hope no one's been offended because that's never our intention. We just like to make people laugh rather than anything else.
And get over it.
And get over it. Yeah, but yeah, it's been good fun. Thank you to Mr. Angel
Thank you.
and to Sean Raven,
Oh,
and thank you to Shell.
You're welcome.
You whelks. You whelks.
You're welcome. Yeah.
And yes, we'll be back hopefully next week with another sort of silly quiz. I'll be back with other games very shortly, hopefully in the next couple of days. And what day is it today? Friday.
Yeah, it is.
It's Friday.
We are Doom is out in about 12 days.
Well, we're doing then.
and-
We're doing then.
And there's another game coming out in 2 days, and I can't remember what it is. I'm having a senior
Pop-up pirate.
moment.
Pop-up pirate. 2. The
Pop-up
Revenge.
pirate.
2. This time we wax the plank. I don't know.
Is that euphemism?
It could be. You could make it one.
Yeah.
I mean, euphemism is basically euphemisms because at some point someone's decided that they're a euphemism. So, yeah, definitely.
Well,
pop-
you know, if you ever
pop
feel like you
down.
need a double
Pop
entendre,
down.
just ask and I'll give you one.
Oh dear Lord. I have installed Far Cry 4, by the way, by your request.
Yeah, as have I. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so that's available anytime you want to sort of pop on that or pop up that with
Sweet.
the pirate.
Yes.
It's not getting any better.
Oh dear, it's not getting any better, definitely isn't. And obviously Monday, I believe, is another Forza Horizon 5 day, isn't it? From
I
the sounds
believe
of-
it is. Yes.
It's a
yeah.
bank holiday.
I
Bank,
think I might have to
a bank or
build
bankety bank?
a road-based Jaguar sort of XJR or something.
Mm-hmm. Fair
I'm
enough.
thinking,
Yep.
and yeah, I'll fire it over to you, and you can throw the usual livery on it.
I can throw up the livery on it, yes. Blah.
Or it's either that, or I'll make a Coleman's mustard one. I'm in the right city.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take your word for that. Um, anyway,
Coleman's mustard was made in Norwich. Still
yeah.
is.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I'm not disputing it. I wouldn't dream of arguing. Oh dear. Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll catch you again soon.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.